Two major online learning platforms, Thinkific and Skillshare, go head-to-head. Which one really delivers? On the left, Thinkific, offering full control and customization for your online courses. On the right, Skillshare, a creative marketplace where engaging online learning comes first. Let's skip the buzzwords and dive into what actually matters. Each category earns points, so by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which platform comes out on top. And trust me, the winner might surprise you. Here's the game plan. I'm going to touch on everything you actually care about. We'll look at pricing, how easy it is to build your course, how you actually make money, the kind of audience and community you get, platform accessibility, and finally, which use case each one nails. So, let's map this out. Okay, let's kick things off with pricing. Because, honestly, we all want to know, is it affordable or will it break the bank? First up, Thinkific. It's super transparent. Lets you set your own prices, which, hey, control freaks and entrepreneurs, you'll love. And they don't take a cut from your earnings. But heads up, their base plan starts around $36 to $49 per month, depending on what you need. A bit of a commitment if you're just testing the waters. Now, Skillshare, on the other hand, is free to host your courses. You just upload and go. So if you're avoiding upfront costs, that's nice. But there's a catch. Your earnings depend on their royalty system and how many people watch your stuff. Plus, you don't really control pricing. So if you want to know who wins here, Thinkific takes the edge for creators who want predictable revenue and full price control. Let's move on to how you actually build your course. Thinkific? Oh, and here's something cool. You get a drag-and-drop builder with tons of options. Videos, quizzes, exams, even certificates. You can tweak your site branding however you like. The downside, it's web-only, and those fancy community tools, yeah, they're in the premium tiers. Skillshare is way more stripped back. You basically upload your video, add some text, maybe toss in a class project, and you're good. It's super simple, but yeah, almost no customization. And you don't get assessments or quizzes. Honestly, if you want creative control, Thinkific is a total win here. Now let's talk about the money. How do you actually make bank? With Thinkific, you keep all the rights to your courses and your revenue. You can do memberships, sell downloads, pretty much whatever you want. The trade-off? You've got to bring your own audience and do your own marketing. Skillshare uses a royalty pool system, so you earn passively as people watch your stuff. Sounds easy, right? But, revenue is unpredictable, since it's all about watch time and competition. Plus, you have to get approved for premium payouts. So honestly, Thinkific gives you way more monetization options and reliability. But oh, did you know this? Skillshare's most popular course has been watched over 1 million times. That's like a massive audience. Imagine the reach if your course blows up. Let's talk audience and community. Thinkific is more DIY. You can enable private communities if you want, but it's really up to you to build your own audience and keep things active. If you already have followers somewhere else, cool. Otherwise, it's uphill. Skillshare, though, the scene is totally different. There's a built-in army of learners, peer feedback, and tons of engagement in creative niches like art, design, writing, photography. It's super active, but heads up, lots of competition. Still, if you want instant access to a massive, lively crowd, Skillshare knocks this one out. But wait, what about accessibility? Thinkific gives you a solid web platform, and if you pay up, you can get a white label mobile app. But for most users, there's no standard mobile app. So not great if your students want to learn on the go. Skillshare is all about making it easy. Web, iOS, Android, you name it. Super smooth for students. But creators? You don't get much control over how your course looks on mobile. For pure accessibility, Skillshare wins, hands down. All right, now for the big question. Who should actually use each platform? Thinkific shines if you're an entrepreneur or educator who wants to own everything. Build your brand and create detailed courses for business, tech, or specialized topics. Just keep in mind, you've got to handle all the marketing yourself. Skillshare? That's your go-to if you're teaching short, hands-on creative skills, want a fast setup, and love the idea of a strong learning community. Not ideal for complex technical stuff, but if you want to teach drawing or photography, it's almost perfect. Honestly, in this category, it's a tie. Each platform fits its niche really well. Let's look at the overall radar chart. Thinkific nails pricing, customization, and monetization, while Skillshare dominates in audience engagement and accessibility. So you can kind of see how the strengths line up depending on what matters most to you. So after all that, if you want total control and plan to scale up, Go Thinkific. If you want to ride the wave of a big creative community and get your course out fast, Skillshare is honestly a solid bet. All right, real talk. Which one feels right for your teaching style? Check out their features, play around a little, and make sure you pick the one that sets you up for success in 2025. Happy course building.